I will ensure that the future of crypto and the future of Bitcoin will be made in the USA, not driven overseas. I will support the right to self-custody to the nation's 50 million crypto holders. I say this with your vote. I will keep Elizabeth Warren and her goons away from your Bitcoin. And I will never allow the creation of a central bank digital currency.
Who knows, maybe we'll pay off our $35 trillion, hand them a little crypto check, right? We'll hand them a little Bitcoin and wipe out our $35 trillion.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of the huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Bassick. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. And 2024 is going to be one of our most entertaining years. We have the presidential election. We have the drums are beating. We have the emerging markets going to be flipping the switch on the fourth industrial revolution. Now, we had the Fed signal rate cuts, but remember, guys, they haven't cut rates yet. And we know the master magicians are about to set up that distraction so they can cut rates while we still have inflation. And in the fourth quarter, once the election is over, the movie begins. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now, we have Bitcoin and crypto moving lower. I had already advised you guys that we'll be pulling back. We know we have futures contracts ending. Right now, we have stocks flat. But we know on the 5th, they need Bitcoin as collateral. We move up, guys. It's like clockwork. Get yourselves in position, but also watch the geopolitical events. Now we have Elon Musk and Tesla win dismissal of manipulating Doge. And guys, we know that's all about a movie, just a distraction. And then we have Starlink's assets frozen in Brazil. And guys, we know Brazil is going to be a big piece in the fourth industrial revolution. And that's the reason why we're seeing Chaos, another movie, inside of Brazil. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. You have yield rates, which are moving slightly higher. We have the dollar up. We had PCE coming higher, but nothing moves. Guys, we know it's all manipulation. We have volume right now down. We have Tether and USDC. And we have Securitize says that tokenized treasuries will dethrone stablecoins as the institutional collateral of choice. But guys, they're going to work hand in hand with each other like they work now. Nothing is changing. Just the fact is everything is going to be tokenized. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed repo at $383 billion yesterday. Make sure you're pulling that on a daily basis during the week. And we had the Fed's favorite inflation indicator increase slightly for July, but PCE takes out a lot of items that we know we pay on a monthly or daily basis. And we see rents haven't went down. We see grocery prices haven't went down. Eating out hasn't went down. So inflation hasn't went anywhere. But of course, they're going to start cutting rates inside of this inflation. And that's going to help destroy this legacy market while the NWO brings in the machines and the digital currencies. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And we have U.S. House Committee plans for a heap of crypto hearings in September. And these hearings are nothing but movies. They play the Hegelian dialectic. We know legislation, regulation is going to be coming in as soon as we get this new administration for crypto. But September is definitely going to be a movie. We have Trump, and then also we have Jerome in the House. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. Of course, Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETFs right now are down. Now we have BlackRock's Bitcoin spot ETF with 13.5 million in outflows only its second since launch. But guys, we know we're going to see more. Remember I told you, make sure you're paying attention to the inflows and the outflows. But getting over into a little crypto news, we have Binance will support Cardano's hard fork on September 1st. Also, we have Alchemy acquires blockchain infrastructure provider Beware. Now we have Crypto.com taps Standard Chartered to expand global fiat services. And if you've been with me from the beginning, you're noticing that all these corporations are working together in order to push this new digital economy. Now we have Sony Blockchain Sonium partners with Transact for global fiat on-ramp services. And again, that's just pushing adoption. And we know the Japan leaders were brought to San Francisco to plan out this fourth industrial revolution. He says it out his own mouth. Robots, algorithms, and drones. And then lastly, guys, we have Russia is about to try using crypto to get around sanctions. And of course, that's the narrative that they want to use. But this blockchain, digital assets, AI, robots, algorithms, and drones is a global plan to take the power away from the people, and you'll have only a few hands that control the sheep. If you're old like me, we know we've seen plenty of movies of the same boogeyman. It's been programmed in you. But when we hear the drums are beating, there's always an agenda behind it. And this time, it's the fourth industrial revolution, where the robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows, when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the new World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.